afternoon, children. Energy has become very low. I think, what glucose drinks? You need glucose drinks? Okay, right after this event then. I think the refreshments are right outside. Respected Sri Savitra Indira Reddy Garu, my mentor and guide and my brother, Dr. Pawan, my mentor Dr. Lingaya Garu, all the senior management, the organizers of the Young Doctor Camp, particularly US. Thank you so much for all the hard work you have done to organize this. So children, I have a question for you. Why do you think we had this camp? Any question? Any answers? That's great. I can definitely hear a lot of inspire, and I think that was a very, very key component. I think our ex-alumni, when she spoke, Ikita, she said something, it's not enough, it's not to make you doctors. So, that inspiration definitely, but it's not just to make you doctors. We don't want just doctors, we want good doctors. And not just good doctors, we want great doctors. And not just great doctors, by the way, if you so choose, if that is not the particular line, we need great software professionals, great microbiologists, great medical device designers. And this whole program was meant to, connect to that. You can just become, something in today's world. There are a lot of opportunities, you can become anything. But I'm assuming, most of you are here because you want to make a mark in life, you want to make a mark in society, you want to do something and, differentiate yourself. And part of the thing is, there are a lot of, goals, ambitions for everybody. But the thing is to do really, something different, to make a mark in society, to really be useful to, other people. There is a lot of, hard work involved. I think the thing that you are facing today will be academics. Like there are so many subjects, so many chapters, so many events you have to attend. Day and night, I'm sure, before exams, you have to work so hard. But the same thing will continue, through life, once you become, once you join a medical course, to become a doctor itself needs a lot of effort in the next 3 years. I'm assuming a lot of people are going to 10th class or 10th, 11th, a lot of effort will be required. Even when you get into there, like, I'm sure a lot of people have already spoken about it, becoming a doctor is hard work in medical school, becoming a specialist is hard work. And then after you join, it's really, it's a lot of work, to differentiate yourself. You can just be an average doctor or average anything without hard, but to really excel, you need a lot of hard work. But, if ever, the hard work is the thing, that is becoming, you'll never be able to do very well. Because all the time it'll hold you back, like, throughout life you can't just keep pushing yourself. I think the reason we hold this program is to do, like what exactly you're talking about is inspiration. So even if like, even when you go to a movie, like I'm sure you guys watch a lot of, TV shows or Netflix. If you really like a movie, it feels like it's done, within, 15, half an hour. If you don't like a movie you're watching, it seems like it's lasted 5 hours. It's the same thing, with your career too. Like, if you find that inspiration, you connect. It's not you're reading books, you're reading, but why are you doing this? And what is the end goal? How do people get benefited? What is actually, the reason why, your parents might be advising you, study hard, like, become a doctor, become, engineer, so many things. So if you understand the end goal of where this is going and you connect with that goal inside, in your heart, that whole work doesn't seem like work, it seems so much more easier. And I think that is the main thing. In Japan they have a concept called ikigai. Have people heard about it? Yeah, okay, that's good. These kids are so much more mature than I was. I knew nothing. So I think there's 4 components, but I think the 3 components really they talk about like what do you love, what are you good at, and what the world needs. I think these are the, and there's you need to really think about. So especially in this case, healthcare, I think most people, I think the need of the world is very clear. And there are 2 more components that you'll have to fulfill, like what you are good at and what you love doing. And this is a chance for you to discover what you love. I'm sure your teachers, your parents are guiding, and you yourself are like discovering what you are good at. And believe me, every person that I've met in the world, is really great at doing something. Some people get a chance, some people never get a chance, to express that. So, your guides, your mentors, your introspection will let you know, what you're good at. And you really need to find what you love also. See, there is nothing in the world that you'll love completely or you'll hate completely. There's always degrees. There's that's the reality. But you need to figure out like what you really love. And in my case, like my brother became a doctor. Is very very successful and accomplished. But I chose a path at that stage not to become a doctor. And so when we were children, I think the hospital was being, some new cath lab got so when we went there, I think my brother was instantaneously he was talking to all the doctors. How does the catheter go, what happens, like how do you minimize side effects and all that. And all I could see was, I was sitting outside in the viewing room, and I'm like, how do you improve the resolution of the, image, so that, once you see better, you can do a lot of things better. So I think it was a very different viewpoint, and I think that's why we ended up like choosing very different career paths. But that's the idea today. That's the idea like that. We need great doctors, we need great scientists, we need great microbiologists, and this greatness lies within you. And you are the generation that will take India from being like a developing country to the developed world. And every single person, your parents, I think most importantly, your family, I think they're really rooting for you to succeed. I think our government and Srimati Sabita Indra Reddy garu, there's like a lot of funding. Like now there's so many more medical colleges coming up, different colleges coming up. They're upgrading the infrastructure. It's all for you, like and your success. And there's organizations like Yashoda and so many organizations that are rooting for you to discover yourself and be the best versions. It's really, really inspiring to see all you guys. I know it's been a unique experience for you guys to come here and spend time. The whole hospital actually looks towards, this time of the year. We actually love having you here. It's so inspiring to learn, and all the questions that you have. So we feel so happy. So thank you for coming here. Thank you for sharing your questions, and thank you for inspiring us. And there's a lot of doctors. If you have any final questions, you can please reach out, be bold, and connect with what you're doing, get inspired, and you'll do great things in life. Thank you.